This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside, it's Owens. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody.
Turning on the Jets! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Running inside, it's Owens. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Reed. Caught in the backfield. It's Morrill. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the 1st.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. Escapes the pressure going right. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they
can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. Got his man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Tavian St. Clair. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Looking for a big play. Inside the 10, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing St. Clair. Sets up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in his slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. St. Clair unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The run inside, it's Jackson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's St. Clair. Hit as he throws, working the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
St. Clair rushes on him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Maybe a crease. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Makes the grab. It's Riley. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space with after the catch.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Running inside. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Reed. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking for room at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it in the moment.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throwing St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
The run inside. It's Jackson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Third and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Right on the money. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. St. Clair. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Tavian on the play action. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Baylor taking on the number 19 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Bears, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Tavian St. Clair pulls it in with one hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's going to fire deep. It's the grab. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. And he's in! Touchdown, Aggie! His 3rd touchdown in the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The run inside. It's Owens. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down. Smashes in between the uprights, and now the lead is even bigger. And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wideout. Here's Julian saying to throw. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
From the gun on third down, Saying. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And the beatdown has ensued. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Here's Saying to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Second down coming up. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Running inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Sayin from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Say it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Creates a little space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Throw it, say it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This offense has had the ball forever. 14th play of the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
He's looking to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Ohio State calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd